back to my vlog. Today we're doing a what I eat in a day keto style. We are focused on fat loss but feeling our best, improving our health. I don't know about you guys, but I want to get to the end of my life and like the last 10 years of my life. I want to feel good, right? So today I'm taking you on my day of what I eat today so you can see different examples of how to structure your day, and I hope these videos help you guys stay on track to achieving your goals and staying at your goal. So that's the plan. Let's get into this.
So my day starts early in the morning. I try to get up around 5 a.m. so that I can write out all of my goals, my aspirations. And the one thing I know is when you focus on having big dreams, big goals, and you do it first thing in the morning, it's going to set your intentions and hit your subconscious at a deeper level. So after my positive affirmations and my goal setting, I started my workout, which is my home lifting workout. I did the lifting portion. This is funny, I like fall over on this one every single time, but I did my workout, and then after that I mixed up some ketones. So I got the kids ready for school, and in the process of that I mixed up my ketones to consume with me at the gym for my cardio session. So this helps me with my energy, my mental clarity, my focus. It helps preserve muscle, and it honestly is just an amazing way to help me boost my energy level to push myself in the gym. So I packed up the kids' lunch, their snacks and everything, got them out the door.
Bye. See you, Peter. Have a great day.
Bye.
What are you doing?
Look at that.
I saw that. That's crazy.
The beach.
After I got Clara off to her school, I got myself to the gym, and I'm just focusing on building on those habits. So if you guys watched my last season of Training Like a Victoria's Secret Model, I shared with you my cardio routine and everything that I've been doing, and I've adopted it into my lifestyle. And so I'm trying to stay focused in the consistency and staying on track with that. After my workout, I got home and took a shower, got ready for the day, and was able to start my day at pretty much 10 a.m. So that to me is a good start to the day. I got everything I needed to do for myself done early, and I lead a team of entrepreneurs and I help them with different trainings. So that's what I recorded today.
Brand new is, where do you have the most friends or followers right now? If that's Instagram, if that's Facebook, where is that place for you?
Just helping them launch their business and get off the ground. That is one of my purposes and passions in life. And so now I'm making a lunch that is one of my absolute favorite things to make. You guys have seen this on my channel before because I've made it a bunch of times. And one success tip that I have for you is to find those recipes that are your favorite things to eat over and over again, and it's going to help you stay on track. So this keto antipasta salad is one of those for me. I will put the complete recipe in the description of this video, but basically you can make this so many different ways, and I really like to just make a gigantic batch of it and just to keep it in the refrigerator to be able to scoop anytime I need throughout my week. And so this is one of those things where I don't usually meal prep, but this is one of my meal prep meals that I will make the beginning of the week and just eat it all throughout the week. Like, this is perfect. It just makes it so simple to just have a meal ready for me for my first meal of the day, and it just helps me with productivity. Now for this one, I'm actually adding MCT oil, which is really, really good to really maximize the fat burning, and some apple cider vinegar, as well as just like a store-bought Italian dressing. But you can use whatever type of dressing that you like best on your salad. Apple cider vinegar, though, is one of those secrets for fat loss that you might want to integrate in. So that's why I add that on top of the regular dressing and a little bit of that MCT oil.
Just like you and me, this dish gets better with age. It's so freaking amazing. It's one of my favorite things. And if you've made this, if you found this on my channel, this was a recipe that I made up years ago because I love like the antipasta salad, you know, with the actual noodles. And I was like, why don't I just make this without the noodles? And I mean, guys, it's so good, and it's really high in fat. And so if you've made this and you've made any modifications to it, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what type of modifications you've made, because I know you guys have been like really experimenting with this one dish, and you can make it so many different ways. So let's try this one. Like I said, you can keep it in the refrigerator probably for about like 5 days or so. The next day after you mix this up, it's better than the first day. It's just, I mean, the vinegar and everything kind of just like settling in and soaking together is really freaking good. It's so good. I really like using provolone because provolone has like a almost like a smoky flavor to it, and I like using hard salami, so really good. So good. I was listening to something today, a podcast that Liz Josephsberg, I don't know if I'm saying that right, or it might be Jose'sberg, Liz Josephsberg, I'm not sure. Liz was saying some things that really hit me, that I'm like, that makes so much sense. And so I wanted to share it with you guys, what really hit me hard, because I think this is the #1 thing that most people don't realize might actually be the biggest thing holding them back to achieving their goals. So I don't know if any of you guys can relate to this, but let me know in the comments if you can, right? You're on track, you're doing amazing, you're working out, you're eating right, you've got these goals for yourself, and then you have a little slip up. Like maybe you have something that ends up, like you go out to eat and like the only thing there is maybe some chips for your guacamole, and so you have a couple chips, right? Having a couple chips isn't gonna totally derail things for you. However, when you have the guilt of having the chips, all of a sudden, and this is the mind-blowing thing, you're triggering something in your brain. You're triggering actually a serotonin response. As I'm editing this back, I realized I made a mistake. It's not serotonin in the brain, but it's actually just your brain lights up the reward center, which is responsible for like a dopamine release. So I got my words mixed up here, but I wanted to just correct that for you guys. Okay, back at it. And then your body actually wants to repeat that cycle and do more of it. And so let me know if this has ever happened to you. You've had a couple chips, or maybe you're like, okay, well, I'm not gonna have alcohol today, but then you end up having a glass of wine, and then you're like, well, screw it then. I just had a glass of wine, so I might as well have 4 more. Or I just had those chips, so I just had some carbs, so I might as well just go all out and have like dessert and whatever. And so it's not about like, okay, so I had a couple carbs, so I'm just gonna eat some more healthy carbs. It's typically, I'm off my plan now, so I'm just gonna like just go crazy and go all out and whatever. And then the next day you're starting the cycle over with guilt. So you feel that guilt and you start, you know, negatively talking about yourself, and you get into this crazy cycle, right? But our hormones are doing some insanely crazy things. What if, and this is the solution to this, so you don't end up on this crazy spiral, because I know it happens to a lot of people. It happens to me too. I'm huge at guilting myself when I do something maybe that I feel like I tell myself I'm not gonna do, and then I go and I do that thing and I guilt myself. So here's how you overcome that. So like, let's say your goal for the day is like, all right, so I'm gonna eat low carb today, but then you have a little bit of extra carbs, right? Instead of guilting yourself and then just saying, well, screw it, I'm just gonna go all out and just go crazy, forget it, the day's blown. What if you say something like, okay, well, you know, you are amazing. You just had like 4 chips instead of, you could have had like 10 chips, right? Or whatever. And start praising yourself for like, okay, so maybe you had some extra carbs, but you're amazing because you actually just like, you still continued to stay on track, and then you got back on track and you went right back for it. And so like, instead of making yourself feel bad for like these little tiny things, where these little tiny actions really are not gonna hold you back that dramatically. It's more so the constant struggle of going back and forth with these cycles of falling off track, going all out and crazy, and then trying to come back on track. And then anytime you have a little slip up, you just let it all go. Okay, so we want to stop that. We want to break that habit, and we really want to focus on the gratitude of ourself, right? Gratitude was another thing that she was talking about, where if you have gratitude, it can actually give you like a boost as the same as like a low dose antidepressant. And if you start finding things that you are grateful for and you praise, and you're just like Like, you did amazing there. We just need to stop guilting ourselves. I think that's the biggest thing. I think that's the biggest thing to learn from this is we need to stop guilting ourselves and we need to just allow ourselves to have a little bit of flexibility so that you can make this a long-term lifestyle. For dinner, I'm making keto tacos. They're so simple. For the shells, this is what you're gonna need. Just some, I'm using a 4-cheese blend, but you can use cheddar cheese. That works just as well, and it's so easy. I'll show you exactly how to make this.
All right, here we go. I used about 1/2 cup of this cheddar blend, Mexican blend, and I just put it on a hot pan, and I let that crisp up on one side before I flip it. And then you're gonna take this off your hot pan and you're gonna put it on something like parchment paper, or I used a paper towel. Just be careful that there isn't any like melted cheese still left on your crispy little crust there. And then I'm grounding beef, but you can use anything for your filling. Anything you would typically fill your taco with, you can use. I'm not adding seasoning to this other than garlic powder just because I want my kids to eat this and they won't if I add anything to it. So that's why I'm doing that. And it ends up coming out really good this way. So I just ground that beef and then I topped my taco with some sour cream, and then I added to this some shredded lettuce and some olives, and then I just topped that with our beef mixture and some more cheese. And of course I'm adding the beef mixture on top of the cheese so that the cheese melts when I wrap this bad boy up and eat it. And so this is one of the most simple, easy meals to make. And here's where I'm adding my sauce. So I'm just adding a little bit of Tabasco sauce to the top of this, totally optional, whatever you like to do. We're gonna taste test this next, and I'm just telling you ahead of time, it's really distracting that I have a piece of lettuce in my hair, but I can't help it.
Okay, so here's our taco. Let's give it a try. And also you can like dip this in more sour cream if you want more sour cream, whatever you want to do. Never fails. Never fails. Like, so simple, so easy for the family, and like, so good.
If you're looking for ideas on something to make every single week, I would definitely put this one on the list. I'm telling you, my kids loved it. Everyone loved this tonight. And so I'm gonna be making this more often for sure.
Cheese.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me.
If you enjoyed this one, I have new daily keto routine videos just like this coming every Sunday right here on this channel. So be sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification. And the next video you're going to want to watch after this one is a keto routine video I did on the weekend that I really think you're going to enjoy. I'll pop that card coming up next. Thanks guys for watching this one.